Nobra contacts her brother, Kubo, who promises to bring back Momo, although is a bit annoyed by the soldiers she sent. Nobra explains she sent them due to pressure from the deputy commander, and while they are on the pretext to test their new weapon, in reality they are trying to find some dirt on her. Kubo speaks with team, but they explain they won't be able to continue tracking Momo on wheels. Kubo then wants to go to the neighboring town to see if they can get some help. Fine had taken Momo to her secluded villa. She offers her food, but Momo doesn't trust Fine and thinks she is just trying to fatten her to eat her. Fine wonders why Momo was singing, but Momo can't explain it. Fine then sits on the piano and plays a song, which Momo recognizes it's the one she was singing. Fine wants to dance with Momo, but Momo refuses, angry for what happened to Morena. Fine tells her she can take the music box and leave if she wants, but having nowhere else to go, Momo remains there. She finds a picture in the music box, on the back of which is mentioned paradise, a place where humans and vampire can create music together. In the vampire city, the elders tell Allegro that he must find and get back Queen Fine as she is needed to continue the bloodline and this is his last chance to redeem himself. Momo wakes up at night and explores the villa. She finds a room with a projector, where she sees a girl running and Fine playing a music instrument. She feels someone is watching and chasing her and starts running, but eventually loses consciousness. She wakes up in a bathtub and Fine explains she probably had fever and feels something is tormenting her. Fine turns on a vinyl player and states she wanted Momo to hear this song, which is sang by a human, who sings about the people she lost and to ease the pain of being left behind. Fine again wonders why Momo was singing, but leaves her to listen to the song. Kubo speaks with some vampires, who tell him Fine is likely in a villa in the mountains. As thanks, his men give blood to the vampires, which makes one of the soldiers wondering why he is feeding them. Kubo explains they can't manage their carvings for blood and it's better to appeal to their needs and gain cooperation than they lose their judgment and start hunting humans. Momo finds Fine in her garden, surprised that she is interested in gardening. As Fine feels weak, she asks Momo to finish her gardening job for today. Learning that Fine lives alone, Momo suggests she should look for her friends, but Fine feels better alone as that way no one could get hurt around her. Momo thanks her for trying to protect Morena. Momo wants to sing the song on the vinyl for Morena and asks Fine for help. Fine then plays the piano, while Momo sings. At the same time, Kubo and his group are getting close to the villa. He tells the soldiers to not use their weapon until he says, but they intend to use it right away. Similarly, Allegro and his vampires are also getting close and notices the humans. While Momo sings, an arrow goes through the window and hits Fine in the neck. Kubo and his group then enter and capture Momo. However, Momo doesn't remember Kubo. Vampires come from the window and Kubo's group manages to kill them. Momo manages to escape and Fine gets up and grabs Kubo. While his men go after her, Kubo remains to fight with Fine. Allegro captures Momo, wanting to know where Fine is, but seeing Momo he gets reminded of someone and decides to kill her, but Kubo's men save her. Outside, the soldiers are using their new armored mech suits to fight the vampires. Allegro finds Fine and tells her that the elders want to speak with her, but she refuses to get back. Momo is hanging on the chandelier. One of the soldiers blows part of the roof, causing the chandelier to start falling with Momo, but Fine jumps and saves her from the fall. She leaves Momo in a shed and gives her music box, and then returns fighting Kubo. As the fight, Momo hits Kubo with a car. Fine gets in the car and they try running away, but with the main path blocked, Fine tells Momo to drive off the cliff. Momo does it and they manage to survive going down the cliff and escape. Momo wonders if there are people after Fine and she confirms, saying that there are some who wish to rob her of her freedom, but she won't be returning to them. With the villa gone and not having else to go, Momo suggests they go to the paradise mentioned on the picture, but Fine states that paradise doesn't exist. Momo thinks that Fine believes it does since she kept the picture and suggests they try to find it together. Getting reminded of Arya, Fine agrees.